Hey guys, it's me, and yeah. Actually, I got a bit of an end of season report I want to give. Yeah, end of season. As we all know, my break is coming up in August, and I want to tell you a few things that's going to happen during my off time during August. Considering the LPs I'm doing, I'm going back into the habit of pre-recording. So, as we speak, when my next LP, my next 30-year starter LP comes, it'll be completed. I've done a bit of looking and reading of what I'm to be expected of in the rest of the game, and I know what to deal with because I've played the game before. I just haven't LP'd it. Now, of course, this is history in the making because this is going back to my first LP, which was in August. But I'm not going to do August because even though it was in August that I started LPing, and I didn't really start LPing till further down when I kept doing more games. So, like I said, since Roddy Helsinki was my first playthrough, my first official playthrough, and it was in August, that only means it's only fair that I redo the whole game. But on a larger scale, I do the game in its entirety in a short time that I originally did it in. So therefore, it's a challenge to me, and I'm really looking forward to actually showing you Chronicle of the Erotic War. Now, you're also wondering about other games that I haven't finished. There are games that are basically I just didn't finish because A, I got exhausted. B, it's going to take me a while to get to where I am, but I still have the data on it. But, you know, otherwise I will have it done. C, I forgot I did it and I really need to finish it. Now, the games in question are, of course, for one person in particular who says, I should continue doing this game, Super Robot Tyson D. Yes, I will finish Super Robot Tyson D. I've just been so busy with everything else, just to please you people, that I really need to, you know, get off of Super Robot Tyson. And the only reason why is because the text is all in Japanese, and the only way I can tell you what the story is about is through mere script. So therefore, when I read the script, there you go. And I will read that comment in a short bit, or a reply, or however. In any case, another game that I plan to finish when I actually do come back from my month-long break will most likely be Chronicles of the Dark Lord, Episode 1. I know that's another game I basically just took 5 on because I know it's gonna be taking a while. I know it's probably gonna be the most hellacious game I've ever beaten, and I'll probably wear my ass out, but it's always good to take a breather from a certain game that basically you do not want to kick and scream on. And I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's just, it certainly does take a lot out of you when you're actually going through these dungeons. So in the case of that, yes, I plan to basically finish that game as well. Now, another game that I may want to turn into a playthrough, but I'm not certain, is Super Robot Tyson R. Now the thing is, I do have a bit of the translation, a bit of a translation script on what's being said and everything, but it's not a complete translated script. If there was a way for someone to probably find a translated version of Super Robot Tyson R and probably send to me, that'd be great. I really would appreciate it. I know it's wishful thinking, but still, I'd like to think there is one just floating around somewhere on the internet. Let's see. Sonic 3, yes, I remember Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is one of those games I just kind of like, I don't know why it stopped. I just basically just got overrun with all my projects. I think that's the problem. I'm basically doing one too many projects, and at the same time that I do one too many projects, it just goes one too many. Yes, unfinished business. People be saying, well, you should finish the day. Yeah, I know. It's not easy because I have other things on my plate besides doing LPs. Like mainly my books. My books take up a lot of my time. When I find the energy to actually leave the house, get some work done, and then come back, I'm usually tired after all that. So, you know, usually it's like, oh, why did you think of doing this? Why do you think of doing that? I'd like to, but once again, I can't reach everyone's expectations, especially if it's a long game. You're going to have to deal that I have other plans, other games, other things in and outside of LP that I have to do and I have to deal with. So therefore, don't complain. Don't tell me about you have unfinished business. Yes, I realize that it is unfinished business to me. I also realize that, so therefore, I'll do what I can, how much I can do it, and therefore, at the same time, you know, hopefully get everything done. Yes, now during my off season, like I said, I have a bit of work that I need to do. I've been working on one fanfic and the third book in the line of the 7 Stars saga, which is Legacy of the 7 Stars, by the way. I'm still working on book 3. Book 2 I can work on at my own leisure, because mainly, you know, it's basically something I'm just going to be hunkering down on during my break anyway. Between 2 and 3, I'll just be going, I'll be alternating within 2 and 3, editing book 2 and writing up book 3 on the same. The fanfiction I'm currently working on is The Legend of the Forgotten Riders. another tribute story to Shotaro Ishinomori. The second book in the series I'm currently working on, that I'm near the end of, is Kamen Rider 21. Or Kamen Rider 2-1. If you don't see the motif, what I put there, yeah, you need to get out more often. But yes, I am working on 2 books outside of the various LPs that I never finished, but I plan to finish eventually. Therefore, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. I will say this: September, October, and November, they will more than likely be very, very sparse. The list of games I plan to do is very sparse. So therefore, September, I'm going to see what I can probably slap in along with Radiasinki for September. Otherwise, don't come to me saying, you should really finish this, you should really finish that. When I get to it, when I'm done with it, you'll see it. Don't worry. Another game I have not finished yet, and I really should finish it, is Final Fantasy 3. Now, of course, if you don't realize what happened with Final Fantasy 3 is, well, it happened to be this. I got to the last dungeon, but I never beaten the last dungeon. And when my computer coughed up the big one, when it died, most of my game data got saved, except for Final Fantasy 3. So therefore, I'm still working on Final Fantasy 3, but don't worry, that's gonna be like in February. So it's not like, oh, well, you're not gonna finish this game. I'll finish it. Don't worry. I don't see myself doing 4, 5, 8. I'm never doing 7. I'm never doing 7. 7 is too overrated. 8, because 8 is my personal favorite. 9, and I'm gonna stop there. But I will possibly do the remake of the Final Fantasy Legend. Or rather, not Final Fantasy Legend. The remake of Final Fantasy Adventure Sword of Mana, aka the Holy Sword Legend. And of course, coming up that road will more than likely be its sequel, Secret of Mana. So yes, I plan to do that. Another thing I plan to do, and I happen to have it in my scheduler, one series in particular. God damn, all these games wow. Just so you know, I'm going to show you something that I always keep track of. This is a list of all the games I've ever beaten within the 2 years of LPing that I've ever done. That's not all I have on this list. I have on this list, well, I have 2 pages of this stuff. Aside from all this, which you're seeing right here, this is most of what I did for the last 2 years of LPs. Yeah, on my future LP list, I plan to do Pokemon in some shape or form, but I'm not gonna do like the usual blue, red, yellow, green, fuchsia, puke, purple, puke, green, vomit, red, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, they might as well just call it vomit red or something. Make it different. I plan to do a Dragon Quest game. The Quintet Creation series, namely Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma. God willing, when I get a capture device, if so, I will do God Hand. Yeah, God Hand. I've done a bit of Dynasty Wars, Samurai Wars, something like that. I might as well, maybe. You've already seen a bit of Sengoku Basara. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. It's good, but it's not as good as Super Mario Kart. Lego Batman, even though I have it on PS2. Samba de Amigo, I've already done. F-Zero, probably. Bomberman, yeah, I probably will do a Bomberman game in some shape or form next year. Doraemon RPG, you already seen Doraemon RPG. I will finish the Sonic trilogy on my own time, and yeah, that's it. I've covered everything I need to cover. Yeah, I've covered everything I need to cover in this. There's not much I can possibly tell you that I haven't told you, or what I've read already. But in any case, yeah, games I plan to finish, and games I plan to present next year. Also, in the case of that, I probably will pick some games from my 2011 compilation list for more than likely next year. If I won't do it by the end of this year, I'll do it next year. So it's all good. I don't see myself doing any more compilation videos unless you want me to make a compilation video. I can do it. Just so you know, it's just going to be quite funny. Just to mention what I plan to do next year. If I haven't done so, I will more than likely do it. Still, we all want to punch somebody in the face in some shape or form. Anyway, yeah. I mean, there are so many things I have in store right after my break. And right after Beat-em-on is done, that'll probably be it. If anything else, that only means that a few things that'll happen is I will be offline, but that doesn't mean I won't be offline. I'll still be around. I just won't be doing any LPs. Now this doesn't go without saying RCO is not involved with this. RCO, of course, will still be around. So don't worry, we'll still be around in some shape or form, unless if something shows up and, you know, plans are being put in place and, you know, we're not able to meet up over the weekend or something like that. So, you know, RCO, you're still gonna have your share of RCO goodness. Don't worry about that. It's just, you know, weekends going on, plans might be put in place. You know the whole spiel. You know, don't worry about it. Otherwise, the stuff I have planned, it's kind of great. you're gonna have to forgive my room if I have a lot of stuff all over the place. It's just crazy. Aside from that, no, I'll be quite busy. Very much busy with a lot of stuff. Who knows? I might get a new camera out of all this during my break. I don't know. I might get another tripod out of all this. Who can say? But know this, that there will be changes galore coming up in a month from now. So, you know, like I said, lots of good things happening. Nothing to be alarmed about. Do not worry about, you know, certain games that I didn't finish. It's like, yeah, I understand. I got what I need to do. But just so you know, I will do my best. That's all I can promise, and that's all I'm gonna say. I can only do my best. So therefore, you get what you have. Okay, you know, you take what you get. So therefore, I'm letting you guys know, this is what I'm doing. This is my whole plan for the end of 2012 to the possible start of 2013. Yes, possible start of 2013. I don't know what I'll be doing in 2013. So that's why I say possible start of 2013. And depending on what I may get during the break, I may get a capture device. I may want to try and continue and get a different camera with longer time to do certain videos. I might get a new camera. I might not. It's hard to say at this point, so I'm just gonna leave it up to chance. That's all I'm gonna do. Just leave it up to chance. Otherwise, you know, don't make a big stink about it. Don't say, "Oh well, you just said." I know what I said, but you know, things change, things happen, and you know, knowing how crazy some things can get. You know, you can always say, well, how come I said this and how come I said that? Like I said, things change. Don't worry about it. I know, I'm repeating, but you know, these are for the people who are kind of wondering, why? What did he say? I don't know what he said there. No, but seriously. Another thing I want to say is thank you for all the nice comments for my singing anime video. I might do more anime videos. I might do more singing anime videos in the future, and it won't be like just for July alone. It's just, you know, when I feel like it. It's more like a when I feel like it video. If I feel like it, I'll do it. If not, I'll just say, won't do it. Otherwise, you know, I'm glad everybody has been enjoying this month. Like I said, AX was a blast. I got certain games I did out of the way. I only have one more game that I'm doing, and that's Battle Beat 'em On. And I'm still not done with So You Think You Know Anime. I probably will do possibly 2 or 3 more people, and then after that, call it quits for this month. And more than likely after that, then you may see a promo. That's right, you may see a promo for the upcoming LP starting in September of this year. So with that, I don't think there's anything I can possibly add to all of this. Nothing that I can possibly really just say, this is an update for. But what I am going to do is, after all this, after all the LPs, after all the stuff that I've been going through, what I think I'm going to do is enjoy a decent movie along with the many other many others that you see over there. If you guys see that, yes, I got a lot. I do mean a lot of series I need to catch up on. Aside from Double Zeta, Gundam, and Transformers Super Link. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this bad boy into my computer, sit back and relax, and watch this movie after hours, after I'm done working. And on that note, that's a hint of who's going to be next on it. So You Think You Know Anime. That's a big hint. Otherwise, I would like to thank you for your time and your support and the kind encouragement. I welcome all comments. So if you have any questions or you have any thoughts you want to share, please do so in the comment box below. On that note, this has been the Tenkaichi of Gaming, the forever eternal underdog of the underrated Pookie87. And with that, I will indeed see you guys very soon. So take care, God bless, and as always, Tenkai Muso!